Thanks for checking out our quick demo on our website and social media services. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ken French. I think it's important you understand that our company, Snoozzy Incorporated, we're a husband and wife business. You're going to work directly with me and my wife, Carrie. Long story short, both of us grew up in the insurance industry. Back in the 80s and 90s, my father and grandfather had what you would call a general agency, a wholesaler. Our clients were independent insurance agents who sold employee benefits, Medicare, life, health insurance. In the late 90s, I joined the company. In the early 2000s, Kerry joined the company. And for about 10 years, the two of us worked with insurance agents, helping them market and sell products. In that company, we started to build websites back in the mid 2000s for our top agents. And to make a very long story short, healthcare reform came at the end of the 2000s. My father had gotten older. He decided to sell the company to a company called Benefit Mall. And when he sold the company, myself and Carrie decided to start our own company called Snoozzy Incorporated. We took a few of our IT people, and we've been doing it ever since. We work specifically with independent agents and small agencies. It really doesn't matter what products you focus on, whether it's Medicare, employee benefits, ACA health insurance, life insurance, annuities, property and casualty. We even work with CFPs and accountants, but we work specifically in that field. And we basically do two things. We can help you build and manage your website, and we can also help you post educational content on social media. And my philosophy has been the same philosophy as my grandfather and father. Success in the insurance industry comes from retention, which equals referrals, which equals cross-selling. And if you work with us, I want to help you develop a game plan with your website so that you can increase your retention and generate referrals and hopefully cross-sell products. And where that starts is using the website. And where most agents go wrong is they get a website and they hope people find it. And that's usually the first question I ask somebody who already has a website who isn't satisfied. How many people this week, how many people this month did you send to your website to do a task? And almost all of them say, Ken, no one. I never send anyone to my website. I'm hoping people find my website. Well, in this part, in this point, in the mid 2020s here, you've got to have a functional website that you use with people that helps you become more efficient and helps you improve your customer service. So right off the bat, that is the number one reason you would want to work with us. We are going to help you come up with a game plan, and we're going to focus on three things. Number one, branding. I need to make sure that if somebody's referred to you or they see your marketing and they Google you, that they find a website that tells them who you are, why they should work with you. If they do work with you, what's going to be the process? Do you do in-person appointments? Can they come sit at your office? Can you do a Zoom call? Obviously, we want to have success stories and testimonials from people that you've helped. Two, we need to be very specific on what you do. If you look at a lot of insurance websites out there, it'll say, well, we do health insurance, Medicare, life insurance. I like to use terms like we specialize in helping people turning 65, or we can help you protect your mortgage if you just bought a house. I think the more specific you can be with scenarios, the more people see you as someone who's going to solve their problem. And like I said, most importantly, the website needs to be functional. You need to have reasons to send people there to do things. And if you get those people on there doing easy little things, I promise you, you're going to get referrals because you're going to create what's called a customer experience where it's easier to work with you. And you're also going to become more two-dimensional. One of the biggest problems I see out there with agents is they're very one-dimensional. If they're not on the phone or holding the hand of the client, nothing gets done. Your website should give you kind of that second dimension where people can do things while you're sleeping or do things while you're on vacation for a few days. So having things like online scheduling, having questionnaires and forms like an RX drug and doctor capture or, a life insurance needs analysis questionnaire. These are basic components that really should be on your website. Obviously, your uplines and your carriers are now giving you online shopping tools, online scope of appointment forms, all these types of things you need to kind of find a home for in the site, and we're going to help you do it. So basically what the process is number one, sit through this little demo, try to watch it as best you can, and get a feel for if I'm going to be a good fit for helping you. If you like what you hear, I need to set up about a 15-minute consultation with you to make sure you understand what we do and really to make sure I can help you. So, we'll set up that call. We'll talk about your product focus. We'll talk about how you do business, what your style is. And then I'll give you some ideas on things I can do to maybe help you do your system better. And if there's synergy, then we'll set up about a 30-minute interview. During that interview, we can talk about all these things in much greater detail. Obviously, talk a lot about the functionality that's out there, figure out what I need to develop for you. Then it's going to take me about 4 business days to build you a first draft of the new site. I'll write all the content. If you sell Medicare, I'll make sure it's CMS compliant, and basically put together a fully functioning first draft. And then I'll send it over to you. We'll go through it together, fine tune it. And then if you like what we come up with, obviously we'll get it up and running for you on whatever web address you want to use. Our pricing, I try to keep very simple. From a website standpoint, we have basically 2 packages. We have the agent website, and then we have the agency website. The agent website is $79.99 a month. It's best for independent agents, husband and wife, small businesses, and, small partner businesses where there's only 1 or 2 people working in the insurance, agency per se. Again, the $79.99 is an all-inclusive cost. There's no setup cost. I'm not going to go through each bullet on what's included. You can certainly look at that on our website. But like I said, for all intents and purposes, we're custom building the site. We're going to interview to figure out what tools we need to build in. And then it's going to be about a 1-week project. The agency website is geared more towards if you have employees and you have, multiple locations. Maybe you actually have downline agents or a sales team, and you're looking to give value to those agents. Maybe giving them their own, their own mini web page with their own calendar and their own shopping links. So let me just kind of show you a few examples of some of the things and tools we've built. So, from an agent website perspective, one of the tools we developed about a year ago is an AI pop-up. And one of the things I work on with my clients is I tell them, look, especially in the fall when open enrollment, AEP, all that fun stuff's going on, you need to make sure that on your voicemail, you tell people they can go to your website to do things if you're currently on the phone. So this one sample, you'll see that the consumer is greeted with this little pop-up, and they can click on, I'm a new client looking to talk, and go right into this agent's calendar to schedule a meeting. This one agent uses a thing called Retire Flow for Medicare for the scope of appointment. They can click on that and go right in and obviously fill out the scope of appointment. So there's just kind of some quick buttons that are right there that greet the consumer. And again, if you can leave this on your voicemail that, hey, you can go to our website and kind of set up a meeting or, fill out a customer service ticket, these things can easily help down the road, obviously making you more efficient and helping you be more two-dimensional while maybe you're busy. The second thing we'd like to create, and this is more for agencies, is, obviously having some sort of team page where each employee or sales professional is listed, and then giving them their own page where someone can click on it and basically learn more about the agent. We can put their pearls on here. We can put their calendar on here. Again, giving them some value for obviously working with you and your agency. The other thing that we can develop is a tool on the website. And if you look at this one sample, you'll see there's a link at the top that says click to find local agent. We have developed a search tool, and this is best for agencies who have agents all over the country, right? So you see a lot of these websites where people have, let's say, 50 agents, and they're listed in alphabetical order on the page. I always say, well, what about the poor person whose last name starts with W? Nobody ever sees them. So what we created is this, this little search here where somebody can put in the zip code of where they're located, and then it will bring up uh, the agents based on their location from you, how far away they are. You can see, okay, well, this agent's 60 miles away. They're licensed in California, Arizona. We have a little contact tool where the agent will get a lead. So stuff like that we can develop very easily for your agency. Um, so just kind of going back here to the overview, um, the agency website would be $115 a month. And again, same process, doing the interview, probably going to take 4 to 5 days to build you out a rough draft. And all those types of tools would be included. Um, we do have a second service called social media management. This is really geared towards the independent agent or agency who just does not have time Monday through Friday to find and post content. So we're kind of assuming you have some knowledge on social media, how it works. We're assuming that you have a few followers on your pages because obviously if we post for you, it's got to go out to other people, and that's what the followers are. Again, this service is really meant for someone who says, Ken, I get that. I just don't have time to be consistent and to keep that drip marketing going. So we are going to make sure you have Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and we're going to post 5 days a week to those pages. The content, again, is meant to be very educational. I'm a believer that if you go on social media and you solicit, that you look desperate. And if you look desperate, people tune you out. So you want to look the opposite of desperate. You want to be dripping with education. And basically, I'm the guru. So we try to post articles, updates, tips. Of course, these will all be relevant to the products that you sell. And we will have to interview you a little bit to go through what your product focus is to come up with the right formula. But again, Monday through Friday, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, the cost of this service as a standalone is $100 a month. So basically, we do two things here. We custom build websites for agents and agencies. We offer a social media content service for those who don't have time to do it themselves. And if you needed both of those services, you would look then at our elite package, which bundles both together. Obviously, there's a little bit of a discount involved if you, choose to go with one of those services. So what I suggest is take your time, look through our website. We have some samples on there. Obviously, we have some testimonials from current clients. Look through all of that. And if you like what you see, click on the I'm interested next step button. And I would be more than happy to set up a 15-minute consultation with you. The one thing that I promise you, and I say this with, extreme vigor, I will be blunt with you. If I cannot help you, I'm going to tell you I can't help you. It takes us about 30 hours to build these websites. Like I said, I don't charge anything up front. Okay. The way we make money here is we work with you for hopefully, a few years, 3 or 4 years. To work together for a long time, we need to have a game plan in place, and we need to be able to be accountable for that game plan and to execute it. And my point is when we do that consultation, that's when we'll figure out if there's any synergy, if what you want to accomplish, I can do, so I try to be very blunt, and I promise you that. So I appreciate you checking out this demo. Look around. If you like what you see, click on the I'm interested next step, fill out that little form. I will then be in touch. I'll send you my calendar, and we can, set up a time and go from there. Thanks again, and good luck.